What is going on, YouTube? The Lone PC Gamer here, bringing you some Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay. Today we're playing some TDM. I am using the Vepr SMG with the silencer and the foregrip. I have no secondary. I rock the C4 for lethal, and as far as tactical, I use concussion grenades. For my perks, I got quick draw, sleight of hand, wiretap, and the perk that allows you to raise your weapon quicker after sprinting. I forget what that's called. And as far as my my streaks go, I use the SATCOM, the guard dog, and wiretap. Now, wiretap seems to be kind of OP as far as kill streak goes, because whenever an enemy calls in a SATCOM, you're able to use it as your own and see where the enemies are. On top of my SATCOM that I used originally, which is already good enough, I suppose. I really don't know why I run two, but the Vepr, this is like my second day playing with this gun, and I seem to enjoy it. It seems to be probably, other than the AK-12, my favorite gun to use if I'm using a quick class, SMG class, and it seems to be working out pretty great for me. The accuracy is pretty good, even at long range, and I even have a silencer on here. You might see a couple long shots in here, I'm not sure. I know for a fact there's a one, but I am recording this using NVIDIA's Shadowplay beta rather than Fraps or DxTory. I've never used DxTory. I've monkeyed with it, but I never cracked it. I never wanted to crack it to get the complete free version. If you do the trial, you get that stupid watermark at the top of your screen, and that's just not good for anybody. So yeah, NVIDIA's Shadowplay beta. Now, what this is, if you haven't figured it out already, is a screen capturing game capturing program. That allows you to capture gameplay. Now, there's some pros and cons to it. It's beta form right now. First problem, and probably the only problem, no, there's two problems. First problem is in-game microphone. When it records that audio, it picks it up and it's all bitty and it cuts in and out. Second problem would be like in Assassin's Creed 4. Some character dialogue does not get recorded. Now, there is a fix to that, I believe, if you take your Dolby surround sound off and put it to headphone mode, which is what I use to use a headset. So it's just left and right channels. There's no center channel there, and that seems to have fixed the problem for a lot of people. As far as the quality goes, you're going to see in this video the quality of NVIDIA Shadowplay running at 1080p. I'm going to render it as best quality as I can. And it is what it is. It's not bad at all. It doesn't hit your system like Fraps does. Fraps tends to use a lot of disk reading and writing, especially when you're recording to the hard drive you're playing the game off of, like I do, which is kind of stupid. I need to invest in a second hard drive. But it doesn't hit your system. You hardly even notice it. It's like a couple percentages of your CPU usage, if that, or GPU usage, excuse me. Other than that, it's great. To go along with Shadowplay, the only reason I'm able to use this is because I recently purchased NVIDIA 700 series graphics card. I got the 770 gigabyte WinForce edition, 4 gigs of dedicated video memory. Now it incorporates some of my system memory as well. In my system, I have 16 gigs of memory. It takes 3 gigs of my system memory and incorporates it to my VRAM. So I technically have 7.4 gigs of dedicated memory, which is pretty cool, because I never tend to use full 16 gigs anyway. So go ahead, take a little bit of it, make my game look better. So that's cool. I got Assassin's Creed 4, I got Batman Origins, and Splinter Cell Blacklist for free, $180 value for purchasing this card for $389 on Newegg when NVIDIA was doing their promotion for those cards and the NVIDIA Shield. I did opt out of getting that Shield for an extra, it was $150. I could have got the NVIDIA Shield, but I've never really been a portable handheld gamer. I probably would have used it, but I would have only used it at home sitting on my couch, and I figured, why do that when I can just sit in my computer chair and play on a 27-inch screen. It just made more sense to me not to get it and spend that extra money and kind of save it. We are playing Call of Duty Ghosts, as you can tell, but my opinion so far about the game. Now, I want this game to be good. I keep going back to it. day in and day out, hoping that it will get better every time I play it. Take away the FPS drops, take away the mouse acceleration, take away dedicated server issues, all that stuff, put it aside. The game's okay. I enjoy it. It's fun. The maps are... I don't want to say the maps are too big. People keep saying the maps are huge. It's not. That's not the problem. It's the lack of players in the map and the spawns. If they fix the spawns, they made it so you didn't spawn in front of somebody or people spawn behind you, and they added, I don't know, right now it's 6v6 team deathmatch. If it was 9v9 or 10v10, something like that, it'd be a lot fast-paced, a lot more fast-paced, a lot what more people are used to when it comes to a Call of Duty franchise. So, as you can see right there, the game stuttered. That is because of the frame drop issue. That, plus it could be something to do with NVIDIA not figuring out what the hell Infinity Ward has done to the game code and can't fucking figure it out and can't render it properly. It happens there and it happens later on in the video. You'll see it happens a lot worse later on. Actually have to lay down so the game catches up with itself. What was I talking about? Call of Duty so far. Yeah, it's fun when it works. It's fun when it works and you're in a smaller map size. And that's really all I have to say about it so far. I probably will not be buying a season pass. Probably will not be buying a DLC till Infinity Ward gets some shit together and releases, you know, a 4 gig patch. And they work better with NVIDIA to get the situation under control. Other than that, the thing I brought up earlier was dedicated servers. Now, I tweeted at Activision, anybody at Activision, I tweeted like 5 different people, or different divisions, complaining about my problems. And one of those problems was the dedicated servers. And they responded back to me. I claimed that there was no dedicated servers. And if there was, I haven't seen any yet. But they claimed that, hey, there are dedicated servers. It's just that when you can't find one or your connection's not good enough, we'll play off of a host, off of one of the player's IPs. Really? Now I have to say it's gotten a lot better. I haven't seen host migration as much anymore as I did on launch, but still. Dedicated servers. Are you telling me Activision Call of Duty franchise cannot afford to have the proper amount of dedicated servers for PC anyway? I haven't played it on the Xbox One, PS4, or any of that. I strictly play PC nowadays. So, if I played on a dedicated server, I haven't noticed. Frame drops are still there. All the problems are still there. It's just less host migration nowadays. I don't know if that has to do with more people buying the game in my area or what. I have no idea. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the PC version. Like I said, I don't play console anymore. I hop on maybe once every 3 months. I'll hop on and play a small game with my daughter or something like that, just for shits and giggles. But when it comes to gaming, I stick to PC. And the Xbox 360 version plays a hell of a lot smoother, from what I've seen on YouTube and things like that, than it does on the PC version. Okay, this part is what I don't understand. Games are made on the PC. Okay, all games are made on PC. Why the hell can't this game be played properly on a PC? I don't understand that. Why are there games like Dark Souls where it's a direct port from the Xbox or whatever to the PC? That boggles my mind beyond all belief. Okay, and I understand they got to optimize the game, whatever game it is, for the console that's most relevant at the time, or yeah, it's basically it. So they'll optimize it for Xbox, then they'll optimize it for PlayStation, and then they'll optimize it for PC, unless it's a big PC title, or it's going to be big on the PC. Good example of that would be, see, this is where I lag out again, really bad. I have to lay down. Another good example would be The Witcher 2. Runs great on PC, a little less on the Xbox because the developers know that their core audience is going to be PC gamers, because that's what it was for the first one. But it's kind of sad how that goes. They optimize it for one, and then my game cuts right out to the end. Well, I'm just going to keep talking for a second. They optimize it for 1, and then they kind of compensate for the one below that, and then compensate even more for the one below that. So the less relevant your console or gaming platform is, it's not going to run as good. And that's just sad, especially when it's a Call of Duty game. Come on, it's Call of Duty. Why are people with NVIDIA Titans having problems with this? Blows my mind. It blows my mind beyond all belief. They direct ported it from the 360, switched the controls around, packaged it up, and shipped it out after they converted it to PC. That's what it feels like. And like I said, I keep getting on every day wanting this to be good, wanting it to be better. And at times I have fun. At times it is better than the day prior. I have no idea. If you like this video, please hit the like button below. Subscribe if you haven't. And in the comment section below, let me know if you guys are having any issues, whether it be on the 360, the Xbox One, the PS4, or the PC. Yeah, let me know your takes on this game and what your problems are and what you like the most and all that good stuff. Okay, guys? Thanks for watching and take care.